Hello dear students, I'm glad to greet you. My name is Marina Lebedeva. I'm your English teacher and I'm going to start our lesson. Today we're going to talk about future tense and some other really interesting topics which may be useful for your IELTS examination. So let's start our lesson. Okay, our topic is will and going to. We'll compare these two constructions and how should we use them. So also we'll talk about memorable events. Okay, here I represented some IELTS tips and how to commit with this problem. Actually, IELTS, it's really requirable examination that nowadays should be passed. For this purpose, I like to tell you, to explain and to recommend what should you do in order to pass it really successfully. So please look at this slide and read. At the same time, I will explain each of these points. The first of them is commit to speaking English every day. It means that you should practice your speech. Without practicing, you cannot manage, you cannot be successful to your examination. Actually, you may speak with your friends, group mates to be more active at your lessons and of course not to be afraid to do some mistakes. After making mistakes and being corrected, you will be more successful. You will remember how to manage and what to do. Okay, practice answering IELTS style questions. So you should find out some samples and try to practice your answer. So you may practice in front of the mirror or answer to your teacher, but anyway, practice according to this structure. Well, grow your vocabulary. Vocabulary is one of the most significant parts of this examination. That's why you should increase your vocabulary. Even one word may save you, may help you in your future examination. That's why try to learn as more words as it's possible for you. Know the exam. Of course, as I told you in the point number 2, you should know what will you do at your examination and try to practice according to this structure, to its structure. Well, understand what will be tested on. Well, this point is similar with the point number 4. Try to investigate your examination style and try to follow some rules and requirements that there are in this examination. Well, know your strengths and weakness. Actually, you should avoid some problems and you should of course emphasize your best sides. That's why don't forget about this. It may help you actually. And practice identifying grammatical structures. Of course, without grammar you cannot create really good and correct sentence. That's why do not forget about grammar. Work on your pronunciation. Pronunciation you may practice while speaking. So this point is connected with the point number 1 in this list. And focus on fluency. Okay, you should speak from yourself. You shouldn't learn by heart some phrases. Just you should understand what you are talking about, and that is all. So I hope that you will manage with your examination. Well, talk about memorable events. Try to imagine that you've got such kind of speaking topic and you have to manage. Let's discuss what should you do and how can you answer, how can you manage with this speaking topic. Well, describe a big public event that you have attended. What should you say in this case? You shouldn't speak too much, but you should emphasize the most necessary things in order to get the highest score that is possible. Well, what it was, of course, you should name the event, and after that you may go to some other peculiarities and details. When was it held and why? Actually, after that you may add some additional extra information like what happened, maybe there was some interesting event or situation, so you may describe it fluently. So that is all you should say according to this question. Well, and now let's go to will and going to. These two constructions are used in order to speak about future tense. Will is used in future simple tense, and is going to is also used when we talk about future, but it is not tense, it's just a construction. So please, I gave you some examples. I think it will be foggy tomorrow, and I think it's going to be foggy tomorrow. There is some difference between these two constructions. What is it? Will is used to express future actions decided at the moment of speaking, while going to construction describes future plans decided before the moment of speaking. So here are some examples. I'll have salad now. So like spontaneous decision. But the next sentence is I'm going to visit my aunt next Friday, and it's plan that was made beforehand, before you announced your plan. Well, next detail is will is used to indicate a prediction based on personal opinions or experiences, while going to is used to express prediction based on present evidence. So please look at some examples. It will be more clear to understand what I'm talking about. I think United will win the game. So personal opinion, just your own ideas, your maybe wish. Well, and look at those black clouds. It's going to rain. Actually, there is evidence which may influence our speech, our decision, our just sentence and everything that we say. So here you are. Well, next is like will express a future fact. Going is used to describe something is about to happen. Actually, you know, sometimes it is said that will may be used in formal sources, while is going to is used in less formal sentences and texts, but it's not for 100% actually, as I represented for you before. So many facts which may influence your speech. So will is used to make a promise, an offer, a treat, or refusal. So example, I promise I won't tell anyone you broke the window. So here a promise. Well, and an offer. I'll take you to the airport tomorrow at 3. I'll tell your parents what you did. And example of refusal, no, I won't, will not cook your dinner. You can cook it yourself. Here are some examples. How should be used construction will, I mean future simple tense in your speech. Well, and here are some examples, some differences that you may look through. Like I summarized this rule, I summarized these points, I collected everything that is connected about will and is going to and about their differences. So I hope that the lecture was really interesting and first of all useful for you. See you next lesson. Goodbye.